Greetings, my fellow badass lightworker. You are listening to Stepping into the Light with Julia Treat. That is me, your host. And I am honored to be with you once again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please, if you get a moment, I would really be grateful if you could give me some stars and perhaps even a review. I want to thank you in advance for doing that. I love to read them. So I'm sitting here having a cold one, a nice cold shipyard. What is this? Night wind. It's a winter ale. Just having a nice little beer after a long day of chasing Puppy around. Puppy Macy, my new little girl Macy. I was at yoga yesterday, and I asked everyone if there's such a thing as puppy brain, if it's like baby brain or something, because I'm scattered, I'm tired, I can't make sense of things. It's kind of funny. So, she's amazing, don't get me wrong. Just, those nights when you have to get up and let them out a lot if you're trying to train them. But Macy is 4 months old, a little bit over 4 months old. And she's a Havanese. She stole my heart. I knew I had to have her. So she is just such a joy. And during this podcast, I may have to scold her a couple times. Not anything crazy, just, now she's laying beside my chair. Aha, she's going to be such a good little dog when I'm recording my podcasts. She likes to chew on paper. So, on with the podcast of the importance of allowing the true you to shine through. I'm inspired daily by things that happen to myself, or that happen while I'm teaching a course, or that happens throughout my day, or to others, or during readings, or healing sessions, or whatever. And last night, I was teaching my students in my mediumship angel intuitive course, and I still rack my brain as to what to call this course that I am teaching, because it is far more than what the title is. If any of you have any ideas, let me know. But we've done things in the past few weeks like not just connecting with departed souls and angels, but I took them through an exercise the other night where they actually are able to see into people's homes. Like they can, I'll take them to someone's home that I know, and perhaps we'll stand in front, and then we get connected. We're standing in front, and they describe the house as it comes in, whether they know it, they see it, they feel it, however it is. And it just never ceases to amaze me that how easy it is to help people open up to just their abilities to connect and not have any kind of rules and boundaries and crazy notions. I'm really helping them connect with their true soul, this light being. So we did that the other day, and then I took them in, they went inside, and I just chose homes that I know the inner layout. No, we didn't spy on anyone. We didn't we didn't do any readings for anyone. I wanted to show them how they were able to see into people's homes, because it does come in handy, especially when I'm doing readings for people and there's issues with their home. I actually can go in and see where the issue lies, what's happening, what we need to clear, what we need to do, what we need to declutter. If there's curtains or shutters or blinds closed, we need to get those open, let the energy flow. So it seems like it freaks people out when I do that, because they're just astounded that I can actually describe the inside of their house and never have been inside. I didn't even say that right, but you know what I mean. So we did it the other night, and then last night we did some things where they connected with certain people that I know enough about that I could validate things for them. And so we do a lot of practice things before they practice with, people, and they have done some of that as well. But last night was tuning into health issues within a person. So I would give them a name, and they would start telling me all the things that were happening inside of this person with their body, and also what the basis was, which blew me away because I didn't even ask. Well, I did mention that, reminding them, my students, that remember, there's always an emotional base to everything happening in our bodies. And just that one little thing, that one little seed that I planted They completely hit the nail on the head with everyone and what was happening inside and what it was based on, even past life stuff. So it was really cool. It's so much fun to teach this because usually everyone comes in, I'm not kidding, usually everyone comes in and says, I've never done this. I don't even know why I was drawn to this, but I know that I need to do this and I'm freaking out because what if I can't? And I always say, just trust me, be with me on this journey, and you're going to be shining. So that kind of brings me to what the topic of this episode is: the importance of allowing the true you to shine through. Because as these sisters, it is all women this time, so I'm just going to call them my soul sisters. I have had men take it in the past, of course, but it's all women this time. But as they're opening up and they are shocking the hell out of themselves, and they're blown away, like literally one of them the other night was just saying so much to someone I had that chimed in. She actually dialed in. And we had her there on face, like a video conference, and everyone did a reading for her. You know, they basically all just kind of shouted out what they started getting. And the one student's just like, am I really doing this? Like, she was blown away. So it's so much fun anyway to watch them transform, and so much wanting to say, see, I told you so. Never had anyone leave my course and not be able to do this. So last night, as we're talking about how amazing they are and that things are really opening up and really just, they're floored, I said, you need to be open to however it is that you're supposed to show up in the world. And I don't mean a supposed to like it's written in stone and God's making you, it's in the 10 Commandments that you show up as this. It's the supposed to show up. It's what you signed up for. What you said, I'm going down there to heal all of this shit so that I can show up as this. That's what I'm talking about. The true you. Whew, I just got chills all over my arms when I said that. So we were talking about that, and I said, you guys really, some of you really need to dream bigger. And several people in my group have massive followings on social media. I'm not even close to what they have. And I said, do you understand this is your opportunity to help your audience, your followers, open up to a little bit more? Even if your topic, that however you show up right now, is this or that, you can always find a way to bring in spirituality. And spirituality to me is not religion. Spirituality is opening up to that true divine light being that you already are, that connection with God, with your spiritual team, with your angels, your guides. It's being open to miracles, to unlimited possibilities. It's knowing that all is well at all times. Helping people get that connection. And so when I started talking about this with several of the group members last night, some people were posting in Facebook, in our private group, and some were actually emailed me and were like, I'm freaking out because, like, what are you talking about? Show up big, and oh my God, I don't know how to do that with the group that I'm serving. And I just want to say to all of you, everyone listening to this, if you're wondering, how am I supposed to show up, or you're feeling anxiety because it's pretty fucking massive, then take a deep breath. Let it go. Because you don't have to know exactly how that is at this very moment. All you need to do is continue with your journey into getting connected, clear, crystal connection. Now that, I want to make sure you know what I mean by that. That does not mean that I know 24/7, every moment, what to do. Absolutely not. What I do know 24/7 is that if I let go of control, I will be guided to what to do. And that is where I am. I don't have to know what to do because I'm going to be shown what that is. A door is going to open. I'm going to meet someone that's going to help me. The perfect solution falls into my lap. I don't have to know. And I feel so blessed that I'm finally at that place, and that is what I strive so hard to get everyone else to, that I work with and mentor and teach, and even through these podcasts. It's called The Art of Allowing. I heard that on Esther Hicks' podcast. She channels a group called Abraham, and it's the art of allowing. When you get into the art of allowing, that's when things can show up for you. So as some of these students were posting things like, I don't know how to show up this, I don't know what's expected of me, and I'm starting to worry or wonder or have anxiety, I just wanted to say, take a deep breath. You don't have to know right now. You're stretching a muscle right now. That's what your connection, your intuition, your third eye, it's a muscle that you just haven't worked in a while. It's kind of gotten dormant for a lot of people. It was for me till the day I opened up when my friend Jean, was getting ready to transition to heaven. Mine was dormant. I didn't get stuff like this all the time. So you're stretching a muscle. I told him we're working a muscle. It's like working out at a gym. Okay, you're going to feel fatigue. You're going to fight those thoughts, those voices that say you can't do this, or what the hell do you think you're doing, or go back to the other way because it's easier, or let's stay in the comfort zone because that's not as scary. Like, it's the same thing. The most important thing, at least to me, is that everyone shows up as their true self, capital SELF. I work with so many people on a regular basis who are leaders and teachers and mentors. And they are having so many struggles and issues, and some even falling apart. But they would not dare let anyone out in the social media world or their platform know this. And I'm always saying, please, this is why you are how you are right now. This is why you're sick. This is why you're depressed. This is why you're anxious. This is why your marriage is falling apart. This is why things aren't coming your way, because you're like living a lie. Most of you that have, if you've listened to me over time, I show up exactly how I am from day to day. Some of you have heard me cry. I felt even some wipe my tears, thank you. I've gone on here cussing like crazy. I have been sad, mad, anxious, like whatever. Excited. Because I finally got it one day. That's the only way that I can show up. That's the only way I want to show up. I want to be honest. I want to live in my truth. And I truly don't give a flying fuck if anybody likes it. I giggle because that took me a long time to be able to say that. It's so nice not to care what anybody else thinks, because my entire life I was a people pleaser. And it sucked. It sucked the life out of me. And when you're a people pleaser, you don't even know who you are. You lose yourself. You lose your vision. You lose your hope. You become confused. It's time to really, really tune into the true you. How it is that you want to show up in the world. I don't care if you are pumping gas. Being the true you. If you want to sing to your customers, that'd be fucking awesome. You want to blow bubbles while they're pumping their gas, that'd be pretty cool. Be the true you. Stop worrying about if anybody thinks you're stupid or dumb or fat or thin or whatever, an idiot. Potty mouth, which I've been called. That one was cute. It's so much fun to get out of your limiting beliefs and the idea that you have to show up a certain way, or people are going to not like you, or they're going to stop following you, or they're not going to trust you. One thing we're learning in this group that I'm teaching right now, and it's astonishing the girls that are in it, they're realizing that everyone in the group is going through their own struggles, their own personal stuff while they're taking this course. And I guess it didn't dawn on me that people don't realize. But then I went, of course, people are out in the world thinking this person and that person has it so much easier, or their life is beautiful and perfect. Even people think that of me. I have my own stuff I go through. Fortunately for all of you, I pretty much share it all. But we have this belief that we're worse off, we're not as smart, we're not as good, we're whatever. And so we start this falseness, this stepping out of integrity, of not showing up who we are. So I would encourage each and every one of you to really get down deep. Maybe you journal something. Maybe you write down, like, am I really, if I was really going to be true to me, not your followers or your family or your spouse or your friends or your kids, if I was going to be true to me, so that I could shine so bright, what would that mean? What would I do? What would I do differently? What would I change? How would I show up? And start doing some of those things. It's time. It is time. Because on the other side of not doing those things, of not showing up as the true you, on the other side of that, vibrationally, is sickness, illness, depression, anger, resentment. Do I need to go on? And if you choose not to start showing up as you, if you choose like, nope, I can't, because I'm too worried what people will think, how they will perceive me, if I will lose people in my life, then don't you dare blame anyone else. You can't blame a spouse, a partner, anyone else for you not doing what you need to do. All right, I am sending massive love to you. Hop on over to my website if you ever get a chance, juliatreat.com. You can book a reading with me, a session. Perhaps I can even help you tap into your true purpose, how you're supposed to show up in the world in a bigger way, and help you really step into your power so that it feels good to do that. I have coaching and personal mentoring that I help people do that all the time, and we have some really amazing and miraculous results. Thank you again for listening. I can't wait to meet again. Namaste.